In No Man's Sky, there's not that many things you can build on a freighter. Sure, there's a couple things that are useful, like refiners, but not that many things compared to all the different buildings you can have in a base on a planet. But I figured out a way to build literally anything you can on a planet on a freighter. So that's what I'll be showing in this video. The first thing you need to do is go to any planet. I recommend not doing it at the planet that your base is at, because it'll leave a lot of random base markers you can't get rid of in the sky, which can be annoying to look at your main base. I recommend setting up something like this, where you can line yourself up perfectly to get your freighter back in the same spot, so you don't have to do the whole setup all over again if you want to do this again. Once you have yourself lined up, open the build menu and select base computer. When you're holding it, in the top right it'll say toggle camera. Press whatever button is beneath that. That'll put you into this third-person camera that can float around. This is really useful when you're building so that you don't have to jetpack and try and hover in the air just to place structures above you. There is a restriction on this though. If you try and go too far, there's this bubble that prevents you from going any further. However, you can actually get past this if you double-click the toggle camera button really fast, and it'll set the center of the bubble to wherever you were. So, if you just keep repeating this process, you can actually go as high as you want with this camera. In fact, if you keep going higher and higher, you can make it all the way into space into your freighter. Be careful when you do this though, and don't rush it, because if you accidentally only click once or click an extra time, you'll get sent all the way back to the beginning. This glitch was made slightly less powerful as a side effect to all the changes to freighter building in the Endurance update. To get around this, bring your base computer to one of your frigates instead of to your freighter. Once you get there, look on the top right for the toggle free placement button. Press that and you should be able to place your base computer in midair. Now land on the frigate where you placed your base computer and claim the base. Now make another base computer and use the same glitch to bring it all the way down to your freighter. Once you finally make it over to your freighter, get in this blue area where your ship and other NPC ships enter the freighter. Then use toggle free placement again to place the base computer in midair. Now fly your ship into the freighter and go to your freighter base. Now open the build menu and enter edit mode, which is on the bottom of the build menu. Turn on build camera and fly into any room. Then delete that room and your camera should now be out of your freighter, completely free floating in space. Now fly over to where you put your base computer. If the base computer is too far away for you to reach, you can use the same glitch as before to move the boundary so you can get as far as you need. Once you're there, press the move button to pick it up. Then turn off the build camera. Since I've done the glitch before and already have a base set up, I can't place a new base computer here, but you'll be able to. Once you've claimed your base, make a ladder that goes all the way to the build limit of the freighter until you can't build any more rooms above it. It takes forever to climb the whole thing, so I recommend setting up a short-range teleporter like I have to get to the top much quicker. Once you climb all the way to the roof, stand at the very top of the ladder. Now place a portable refiner at the very top right next to you. Stand on it and open the build menu. Now all of the normal tabs will be unlocked. Just building one of these parts won't work. It'll go away whenever you reload a save, and it won't stay if you warp or get a new freighter. To get the object to stay, first put it down, but not in the actual spot you're going to want to place it. Now enter build edit mode and duplicate any freighter room, then go back to the build menu. Now you'll only be able to build the normal freighter parts again. Now place any small decoration item. In this example, I used the ventilated crate. Enter edit mode again. Use the move button to pick up the object you placed before. Now press the toggle wiring button, which is in the top right, and then press the back button. Then use the move button to pick up the small decoration item, and then press the toggle wiring button and place button simultaneously. It might take a few tries, but eventually you should have placed a duplicate of the object you placed before. This object is now officially saved to your freighter base, so if you move your freighter or buy a new freighter, it'll still stay there. Like I said, the new update accidentally made this glitch a bit less powerful. You've probably noticed that the first two tabs are not the normal base items, they're the Freighter Technology and Freighter Agricultural tabs. These tabs replace the Portable Technology and the Advanced Technology tabs from normal bases, so all of the objects from those tabs are inaccessible unless they're normally able to be placed in a freighter. Thankfully, there is still a way around this. Go back to your frigate where you placed the first base computer. Now just do the same glitch you did to get the base computer over. Just select the item, enter build camera, and fly all the way down to your freighter. Again, place it in that general blue area so you can get it later. Once you get there, I recommend placing a couple other things down that you'll want later, so then you don't have to do this whole thing every time. Now pick up the object and do the same conversion process that I did earlier with the wooden wall. In this example, I used the portable refiner instead of the ventilated crate. Each one works fine. The reason I chose to make a miniature on my freighter is because it's really fun to jump off into space and start shooting asteroids as you fall towards the nearest planet. It's kind of like a little arcade game. Recently there was a big problem of people using save editors to do this, and once they got their mech into space, they somehow got into the Anomaly. Then they were able to kill people as soon as they joined the Anomaly unless they happened to have PvP turned off in settings. Don't worry though, the glitch was patched, so even if you do get a mech in the Anomaly, you can't actually damage players anymore. But other than killing innocent players, it's still fun to have a mech in the Anomaly just to jump around and do crazy stuff where you're not supposed to have an Exocraft. So if you do figure out how people are getting the Exocraft in the Anomaly, please tell me in the comments or in my Discord, which is in the description. That's all for this video. If you have any questions or suggestions for other videos, then put them in my Discord.